Hello, welcome to another episode of Throwback Thursday. I'm your host Hank McRae of Without a Face. Today we are listening to an artist and an album that I've never heard of before in my life. Fionn Regan, I believe it's pronounced. Album is called Shadow of an Empire. Released February 8th, 2010, turning 15 years old. I want to see if I actually like this. First song is called Protection Racket.
Be quiet, Katie, there is someone at the hatch. You curse the darkness and I'll strike a match. Undoing the light, I tripped on the scales and fell, just as someone hit the reception bell. The ghost of that injury still remains. My ankle starts to swell just before it rains. Leaders of nations, wild Alsatians, crumbling foundations. I've lost my patience. These big companies are giving us a squeeze. Let's raise our glasses to Mr. Onassis. Protection racket, hand over the packet. Rome needs cement in this event. Go over to the till, Katie. Pay this man his rent to prevent incident. It's a standard procedure. I forgot to mention that grandma's pension will ease the rent book tension. A little birdie told me you've been siphoning the poor box. I heard the knitting circle discussing chub locks. What's all the commotion? What do they expect? No sign of a promotion. I lost my self-respect, you see. I built this heap from scratch when I was poor. Now they're asking me to hoover the floor. Splash some water over me, slap me round the face. Did I miss a meeting? I don't recognize the place. The plug in the socket burns a hole in the pocket. These big companies are giving us the squeeze. Let's raise our glasses to Mr. Onassis. Protection racket, hand over the packet. Rome needs cement in this event. Go over to the till, Katie. Pay this man his rent. Sleep out in a tent. It's a standard procedure.
Alright, that was Protection Racket. I'm not too crazy about this, but of course I'm going to listen until the album is finished, absolutely. I'm getting though a little bit of vibe of like Bright Eyes or Bob Dylan, so in that respect I'm curious to see, what other kind of songs this man has. This next song is called Catacombs.
From a catacomb to a hot air balloon, chase the dragon across the sand dunes. Have I been noticing bruises on your skin? Have you been walking into furniture again? Let's take it outside. The kids are sleeping. I'll pay you to do me some damage. Let's take it outside. The kids are sleeping. I'll pay you to do me repairs. Let's take it out. hit a moving wall here last weekend. Let's take it outside. The kids are sleeping. I'll pay you to do me some damage. Let's take it outside. The kids are sleeping. I'll pay you to do me repairs. Let's take it out. There's a mansion on the hill. We can get into their pool. You have a lot to learn, and I have a lot to forget. When will you write this checkbook out? Your autograph's a rainstorm in a drought.
Wow. I thought that was a wonderful song. I loved it. Very catchy. He's a very good singer, this one. You know, I drew comparisons to Bob Dylan and Bright Eyes Conor Oberst only because he strikes me as more of a lyricist and also a singer-songwriter, you know, which those are very strong singer-songwriters in my opinion. Although, I mean, they might not have, you know, run-of-the-mill beautiful tones, voices. They are still voices that have something to say, in which case I'm willing to listen. Alright, this next one is called Coat Hook. Oh god. Okay, I have an idea what this song's about.
Let me be your coat hook. Let me be your pearl gray fedora. Let me be your crushed pill on the bureau, on the windowsill. Let me be your coat hook. You can carry my baby out on the turnpike. I'll show you how to mend a barbed wire fence. Let me be your red light. Let me be your picket fence. Let me be your hairpin, a little buttercup underneath your chin. Let me be your coat hook. You can carry my baby out on the turnpike. I'll show you how to mend a barbed wire fence. You beg me to drag you across the carpet. Keep talking, now shut up.
Very cool. I'm digging it. Alright, the next one is called Genocide Matinee.
into my infancy. Did the night porter took him in with the butt end of a rolling pin? Was there a trapdoor in the welcome mat with the clouds in his worker's hat? Dropped me off at the slum district with a bag of bones and a straight jacket. Did an oven call to collect your head? Did a weed killer drink you dead? Is that Christopher Columbus in the projection room? They're selling coupons, they're handing out tokens. Now the curtains are shrieking, take your seats for the genocide. Genocide, throw you to the truncheon of authority that treats you with no dignity. Did they seal your lips with a molten vice grips? Did they fasten your mind shut with willow zips? Strip me bare like the scapegoat, the primate praise the public vote. Did they wait for you like tripwires behind the veil? Midnight choirs, clutching carcass carts, gurning on threadbare tires. A bitter story leaps from the archives, quagmires lamented in lectures like battery acid naked. Now the armrests turn to axes, slamming on hinges. The front row is reserved for the lunatic fringes. Down at the genocide matinee. Driven into the doom-lit ditch where the highlighted index are branded snitch. Was there a fuse attached to the ignition for signing that red petition? Oh, did they boil the whole community in the shackles of the partition? Tortured for information, they'll moralize you down at the station, where all the filthy practices of the earth are inherent and born in the dirt. Now the credits are rolling for those controlling the bells that are tolling in the speakers of the genocide matinee. Genocide.
He's alright, he's decent, you know. I don't need to hear that song again. This next one is called Violent Demeanor.
White knuckle alabaster, you're on a traffic island with a bag of birthday cards. You're searching for a flick knife in the glove box, it's a write-off. No unauthorized personnel behind these lines without ID cards. Handguns are widely available. I've a violent demeanor, so tie me to a chair till it's out of my system, till it's out of my system. Down the Shanghai tunnels, alabaster. You talk to Jesus, you talk to Jesus in a photo booth. He wants your bank details, date of birth, confess the truth. The institutions with the metal halls chain the mentally ill to destitute walls. The wards of state do not illuminate the margins. I've a violent demeanor, so tie me to a chair till it's out of my system, till it's out of my system, down the Shanghai tunnels. They were at the start of life, looking up into your mother's eyes. Now there's pennies on your eyelids. I've a violent demeanor, so tie me to a chair till it's out of my system, till it's out of my system, down the Shanghai tunnel. I've a violent demeanor.
Great song. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. I loved how the drums came in much later. I mean, this kind of arrangement has been done before, which that's not a slight, really, you know. I loved how it felt like this mystical ballad in the beginning there, and then it got really rocking. Really like this music artist. Very strong, very strong. All right. Next one is called Lines Written in Winter.
I'm down below the bridge like a comet in a dungeon. This cardboard lies between me and pavement like a sapphire. Snow falls heavy in the north, reflecting taillights and sharp fronts. The beat of feet report the last ones leaving out of sight. I'd give it over just to hear you say, I need to see you completely. I wanna tell you that I'll make your bed, break it up and I'll do it again, just so it feels like you've been here. But I know that you're not coming home. You're lost between the glitter of winter and the big world darkness. I watched childhood parents depart. I was dormant in the doldrums. Those winters flickered beaten hail on the skylight like sheets wrapping beds of white. I painted pictures of them depicting angels in heaven. I'd give it over just to hear you say, when I was missing, you came out walking. I wanna tell you that I'll make your bed, break it up, and I'll do it again. So it feels like you've been here, but I know that you're not coming home. You're lost between the glitter of winter and the big world darkness. Oh, oh, oh.
Another solid song. This one's called House Detective.
You climbed up the drain pipe and I climbed up the ladder in your tights. We are back from the river where the midgets deliver their bites. Just sees a pit and I see that you have it in space. Try and cut the power line to our kingdom with some corner shop razor blades. If you ever come back this way, don't be clever, dull your senses and stay. I know your sails are wide open. You wait for the gale. I'd rather be in the inkwell than lost in the mail. I threaten you with an umbrella with a poison tip. Produce a blowtorch to the hair above my lip. The neighbors gather round, they say the boy's not looking great. Well, stick around, fellas, I can punch above my weight. Oh, if you ever come back this way, don't be clever, dull your senses and stay. I know your sails are wide open. You wait for the gale. I'd rather be in the inkwell than I'm lost in the mail. Everybody's saying that your sister is a big girl. She stops me in my tracks. She has a voice like a river pearl. There's a rumor going around that you've been talking to the house detective.
Alright, I feel that he was very much putting his own little spin on, kind of a Bob Dylan-esque type of ranting song where you're telling a story and you've got characters in it. Also really enjoyed how he was also infusing a bit of his own flavour into that style of a song. I think mainly just kind of when it would soften up and go into this kind of, I guess it was the chorus or pre-chorus. Overall, decent song. Decent. Alright, next is called Little Nancy.
I was climbing into a barrel and I remembered little Nancy's voice say, promise me you'll take me to the big wheel on the night of your next payday. I'll put her on my shoulders, beat the height restriction. I'll let her do the talking, bury my poor diction. A box of paints and an easel, a record player and a needle. Little Nancy. I was loosening the canvas for to climb up the rigging, and I remembered little Nancy on the beach, necklace lost and digging. I'll tie a ribbon to the railings, mark the exact location. I'll win her a goldfish in a bag like a comic strip illustration. A matador flag that was a trade-in for a quarter-size violin. We parted company amicably. Little Nancy. Wherever you go, I'll follow you. Let not this time be wasted on worrying.
Great song. I thought that was brilliant. Next is called Lord Help My Poor Soul.
Lord, help my poor soul. I'm down like Edgar Poe. Lord, help my poor soul. I'm bound for Damascus. Rid those parasites, goody snipe, barbarous, begrudges click with a stick. Now they're feeling seasick. Wrestle from the bough that bends, the bough that breaks, the Judas tree. These garments are foreign rags, all gloomy, not my own, you see, when the curve came to me. contest. Who would polish? Heads are turned up the vest. You know our life feels to address a cheap holiday. Keep the rabble rousing, carousing, drowsing, barbecuous. Mots at bay congregate, known to gather in grief's archway. Lord, help my poor soul. I'm down like Edgar Poe. Lord, help my poor soul. I'm bound for Damascus. Hold on, you don't have to suffer. Hold on, you don't feel any pain. Lord, help my poor soul. I'm down like Edgar Poe. Lord, help my poor soul. I'm bound for Damascus.
Wow. Fading out on that one. Gosh, that was a great song. This is a very strong album, great album so far. I mean, this is the title track of the album, The Shadow of an Empire.
The element heats the air, but it's still damp, cold and bare. You must wear another layer in the shadow of an empire. The factory lathe can be heard in the arcade by stall owners who trade. Every grain must be weighed in the shadow of an empire. The painted lady by the little flower hall shivers sadly, shoulders and shawl, hoping the curve will crawl through the shadow of an empire. We are cast in a row like the fish are in a shoal. Leap the weir, a forever toll in the shadow of an empire. The filament shattered and broke, the fuse box it went up in smoke. Leave the premises so not to choke on the shadow of an empire. On the sawdust the circus band are heard rehearsing on the strand by the lovers who understand every note must be planned in the shadow of an empire. The pupil waves a seagull feather, the seesaw eats his shoes of leather. There's been a turn in the weather, in the shadow of an empire. The newborn in the hammock rocks below a bolted sky that unlocks for the departing of the flocks from the shadow of an empire. God loves a trier, an articulate liar. The auctioneer makes it clear and booms, can you bid any higher? Or is the gentleman at the back a buyer in the shadow of an empire?
This is a very great album. Fionn Regan. Okay, I really enjoyed like 7 out of the 10 songs on this album. I'm very excited that I have discovered a new music artist that I want to listen to more of his catalog. I saw that he recently released an album in, when was it here? Last year, fall of last year, called Oh Avalanche. So I will have to give that a spin as well at some point here. But overall, I am very grateful that I have listened to this and discovered someone whose work I'm probably going to listen to a lot more of, you know. Between this and the Chemical Brothers, I think I have a lot of homework here, in addition to everything else, I mean. But yeah, so, man, I cannot believe that this flew under my radar for so long, and I don't know what to make of this artist. I feel like a lot of people, when they find music that they love, sometimes it's almost like they're looking for validation, like why is this music artist not as successful or not as big? It could very well be that this music artist specifically is a very smart businessman. I saw that he has licensed his music out to another label, so to speak, and so that means that this label only has X amount of time to make some money off of it, then he retains the ownership of it. So good on him if that is the case that is going on here. It just means that he's not going to be a pop star, you know, which, well, at least not in the traditional sense, you know, through traditional media and traditional record labels. But you never know. I mean, maybe one of his songs could blow up on the internet, which is all the more better for him, because then if he owns the music, I mean, he's gonna make, well, a decent chunk of change. It's not like you can really make a fortune off of music these days, let alone a living for a lot of people. But thank you so much for tuning in to Throwback Thursday. Tomorrow's episode of Flashback Friday, I'm going to listen to a very popular band that I never really listened to their albums before. I just heard a bunch of their singles. So hope you will tune in tomorrow night, or at your leisure when you can tune in, you know. Thanks again. You're watching Without a Face, and I wish you all the best. Goodbye.